Welcome to Unhinged with A&M. My name's Ari.
My name's Miranda.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back
to episode 10.
Episode 10. We're here.
We did it.
We did it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're already on episode 10.
Oh my gosh. And we're doing this like weeks in advance. We're ahead of the game.
We are like podcast professionals now, guys.
Like, you have no idea what goes on in the background. We just talk podcasts at this point.
Yeah. Say, at the time of us recording this episode, it's been a little over a month now since we recorded episode 1, right?
Yeah. Of like the general podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah. Something like that.
Oh, no, it's almost been 2 months.
Oh, we're so old.
Oh, my gosh.
We're 2 months old.
The first episode we ever recorded was on March 7th. And today is April 27th as we're recording. So by the time this episode's out, it'll have been 2 months.
Yeah. And it'll be probably mid-May is when you're hearing this.
That's, wow.
Oh, my gosh. Graduation's almost here.
Oh, my God.
As educators, we're like, it's almost here.
This next month is going to be crazy, hence why we're recording so much in advance. We don't want to leave you guys hanging.
No.
You guys need your weekly episodes.
Yeah, and we need our weekly feedback to keep us accountable of like, what did you see? What did you say? I'm like, what did I say?
What did I say? Yeah. It's fine.
It's fine. But we are continuing our talks on politics.
Politics. I feel like this one is such like a hard, like it's not a hard subject to talk about, but it is a hard subject to talk about.
It's a long subject because me and you, we live lives. So we have like experiences that we're like, okay, this is why we feel and think the way we do. And also, this is like our real life experiences.
Yeah.
One thing I want to talk about, which is heavy and like close to I think both of our sides, is ICE.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel so. Kind of talking about like our shared experiences. I feel like our experiences, while as women, are very similar. But like I'm white.
Yep.
So like
pale.
I don't have like any color in me. Like my heritage is that I am
Irish.
I'm white.
I'm Irish.
I am European. Irish, British, like.
Are you European or gay?
What?
Are you gay or European from the musical?
What musical?
Listeners, you tell Miranda after this episode. We'll see.
Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. Is this another Hamilton reference?
No.
Okay, and I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a theater kid thing.
I was a theater kid.
Then what the fuck, man?
I don't know. Anyways. So I feel very strongly towards ICE and like Black Lives Matter and the struggles that people of color go through. But like I know I'll never truly understand what that fear is.
Yeah.
I do feel very strongly about ICE though.
Yeah.
Because it directly affects so many people in my life.
And your students especially.
And my students especially.
Yeah. I like having a different cultural background. It's very vexing to describe. Like I was interviewed by a different coworker of a college paper of like interview someone who's of a different background than you. And I'm like, I'm Hispanic. So I don't speak Spanish, but I do have a lot of Spanish heritage that translates to my modern life. And they're like, so what does that mean? And you're like, what the fuck do you mean does that mean? I eat burritos. I don't like hard-shell tacos, but I'll eat soft tacos.
Yeah.
I don't put limes on everything, which is a very Central Mexican thing to do, but I do sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird. But I think, so in terms of ICE, I have a student who was taken back when, this was like 2 weeks post-graduation last year.
So yeah, I knew that student very briefly.
Yeah, and it broke my heart because like this guy, he has 2 kids, and he was taken to the facility, And my coworker and I kept on trying to visit mom to see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
He had, conversations with lawyers, and they're like, oh, we think we could fight for citizenship under this particular law of, like, he was sexually abused, therefore he has a right to be here. I don't know if the specifications, lawyers, you could, not quote me on this, but it's ultimately, I think he got taken back because I haven't heard from him or his mom since. And, it breaks my heart because, oh my gosh, this kid, he creative, like he made epoxy floors and it's so cool. He's like, yeah, my friend and I did this, and he would show me when he would show up to the site, and I'm like, dude, you're so cool. And I just turn around and I think Republicans and people who are pro-ICE turn around and they're like, these guys are criminals, and I'm like, what the fuck did this kid do?
Yep.
Like, this is insane. This is a hardworking father of two with dreams of his own because he wants to make his own construction business and doing epoxy floors. And I'm like, this fucking kid has a heart of gold, and you just took him away like the bastards you are.
I hate that argument, and like the way that immigrants specifically have been villainized in politics. It's like, oh yeah, they're bringing drugs, they're bringing rapists and all this, and it's like, okay, we already have that here.
Right?
Like that's not a new thing. Have you Epstein files, guys?
Literally in our own backyard.
we already have the drugs here. Yeah. We already have rapists. We already have all this bad in our country. It's not like they're just flooding in over Mexico's border into our country and corrupting us all because it was already here. Like, yes, is that a thing that's happening? Probably.
But it happens also, no matter where you are.
All these other people that are coming in to America. Like, I think about a lot of like our refugee students specifically, and it's like they're coming here because life back home sucks.
Yeah.
Like, it is like war zones or like just awful living conditions, whatever the reason might be. A lot of these people are coming to our country for a better life.
Yeah.
They're not bringing drugs or whatever the fuck Trump says that they're bringing.
Exactly.
Like, these are people that are just coming here trying to have better opportunity, better lives, and we make it significantly harder for them.
I love last episode we talked about this, and dives right back into this episode, double standards.
Yep.
So why are we so hell-bent on protecting against Mexico, yet the Canadian border is wide open pretty much?
Why are we so concerned about a rapist coming from Mexico into America when we have people like Brock Turner still roaming the streets after he was actively caught raping a girl behind a dumpster and got off scot-free?
Yep. So,
like,
Make it make sense. Like I said, the amount of double standards.
Yep.
And so one of my former coworkers, she traveled across the world, and she got her American citizenship, and she's currently working as a paraprofessional. Love her. She's the best. And we spoke about all these double standards and stuff, and she was like, honestly, I had to fight with my parents on why I didn't want to get my U.S. citizenship. And they're like, why? America's the best, because they immigrated here from Mexico. And she's like, because we're not wanted here.
Yeah.
And she still ultimately ended up getting her American citizenship, but she didn't want it because she knew it was a hard process. Yep. They didn't want her here. She's like, I've been all over the world. I would rather have a citizenship anywhere else.
Yeah. I've heard stories of people who have immigrated to America, and it's taken them literal years to get citizenship because they make it impossible.
Yeah.
Like, I remember going back to having arguments with my parents. This was another topic that we would always argue about. And they're like, they can be here as long as they do it legally. They can get their citizenship. And I'm like, you guys don't understand how hard of a process that is. And I would show them I remember I would have conversations with my mom specifically, and I would like tell her these stories of these people who took, like, there was this one guy in particular that I don't remember his name, but like his story was that he came to America and it took him literally 10 years to get his U.S. citizenship.
What
and
the fuck?
Within that 10 years, he was actively trying, but they make it so hard. And like, I don't even want to take that U.S. citizenship test because it's like you have to know
everything
about U.S. history.
None of us would pass that.
I could not pass that test. You put that test in front of me today, I'll look at it and be like,
I don't know.
Fucking know. Like, I could not list off all of our presidents' names.
Oh, hell no.
And I think that's a requirement on the test.
They give you a whole book, basically. And they're like, you got to know everything in this book. And you don't know what's on the test.
They make it impossible.
Uh-huh.
Literally. Like, unless you're a big history buff.
It's going to be virtually impossible.
Yep.
And so when people come in and they're like, oh, I married so-and-so to get my green card, I don't blame them.
No.
I'm like, that is the best thing you could do.
Yep.
Like, and it sucks that it's a thing and it happens all the time. Like, I know several people who got married just to get a green card. And I'm like, I hate that you had to do that. And now they're in this loveless marriage. But there's nothing they could do about it.
And like I hate the whole notion that like illegal immigrants don't contribute to taxes.
Oh, fuck that.
But they do.
They do.
They absolutely still do. Like if they're working a job,
you still pay taxes towards that job.
You still pay taxes towards that job. It's not like they're getting away. They're not living here for free.
Uh-huh.
Like they're still working. And that's the other thing too, is that like they're out here being like, oh, these illegal immigrants are stealing our jobs. And I'm like, okay, Dad, you go build a fucking house then.
You go work the fields.
I'm like, I'm like, they're not taking any jobs that you want.
Yeah.
So, like, make that make sense.
That is hilarious because I think this was Illinois or Iowa, one of the I's. Sorry, I states. There was a massive walkout of farmers that were Republican states, you know. They voted for Trump back in, and the Mexicans that worked on those plants said peace, and they moved out. Yeah. Now there was like they're like, the food is grown. We have no people to pick it. And they paid them federal minimum wage of like $7-something an hour. But no one was willing to work for that low of a price. And so they upped it to $11. Still not Mary May takers.
Look at the JBS protests happening right now here.
Right now.
In Greeley. Like I don't see, like are you on that Greeley Where Anything Goes page on Facebook?
I'm on a lot of things, but lately I've just been getting sput, so.
That's fair. But there's people who, when the JBS protests first started, they were posting on there. People were fighting on the page, being like, just go back to work. Oh, if you don't like it, go find another job. And it's like, I want to tell these people that are mad, I'm like, well, if you don't like it, why don't you go work the job for them? Because they're protesting against really poor working conditions.
I hear
like,
it's
people are
god-awful.
People die.
Yeah.
Under their working, like there are so many reported deaths coming out of JBS because of how awful the working conditions are. But you also want to know who mostly works those jobs at JBS? Immigrants.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't see freaking
white
Jim Bob over here going to JBS and working that job.
Yep.
Like, double standards.
Double standards. Love it. But like as a Hispanic American, like my great grandpa, he immigrated from Mexico. My grandma was first generation. My mom's second generation, so that makes me third. So like I am whitewashed, you know. I'm like, I don't like. So I had a friend who I lived across the street with, pure Mexican, first generation. So she taught me a lot of the cultural standards that I would have never known, you know? Like, I would have never known, like, oh, yeah, this is tilapia. This is how you eat it. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? There's a whole head to this fish I gotta eat now. And then like they would cook pork head. And I'm like, what do you mean there's a whole pork head inside this soup? Like it was so many like nuances of the culture that I would never have been exposed to if I didn't live across the street from her and got exposed to as much as I did. And because of that, I feel more like versus like being completely like half and half, like half American, half Mexican, like I've been raised. I feel like I'm more like 65% Mexican and the rest like whitewashed American just because of that cultural display. So like I know more and like I'm able to interact with my more Mexican leading students more. But then there's some things where I'm like, the fuck, I don't know what you mean, man. Good luck. And, you know, shimmy my white ass out down the hallway.
Gosh, you guys have such good food.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So yummy.
I know.
And like that's the other thing too, is that people get mad. They're like, oh, get rid of all the immigrants. And it's like,
we'll take our burritos.
They're going to take all the tacos, guys. Like, you see the taco trucks around town?
Right.
Those wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for immigrants. But no, they're all like, ICE, take them away. And it's like, well, the guy's my tacos.
Oh, do you know what's amazing? And I love this. So one time, I get all the news reports on ICE sometimes. And so these ICE agents went into this Mexican restaurant to get tacos afterwards. And they kicked him out. No ICE agents allowed. And I'm like, you had the fucking audacity to walk in your uniform to a Mexican restaurant. Fuck you.
Yeah, I don't get that. Is we got fucking Carol over here complaining about Mexicans and their dirty culture and complaining. But then for dinner, she goes to her favorite Mexican restaurant.
You make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
I know. I'm like, you know how bland y'all's food would be
Seriously.
without us? Without any culture, period. You know?
So
what do you have?
I love my great aunts. I love all of them. They're amazing. Tell me why. One of them, I don't remember which one, but one of them always makes tamales. And those are the blandest fucking tamales I have ever eaten. I'm like, I love you,
but
I love you. But what are we doing?
Oh my gosh, that reminds me. And I told you this story before. So I was living in Colorado Springs, and I was hanging out with a friend's family, and they made enchiladas. This wasn't enchiladas, man. And these are white, like this. They lived on a farm, white people. They dipped enchilada sauce with a tortilla and fed that to me.
Wait.
Just that.
Just a tortilla dipped in enchilada sauce?
Just
At least when my parents would make enchiladas, they would take the giant flour tortillas, they would put the chicken and the cheese, and they would dump the enchilada sauce on the top.
No.
But like that's even worse.
That's even worse.
Oh boy.
So I've gotten the whitest of white enchiladas in my life after that point. And I was like, the fuck is wrong with these people? I went home and I was like, I need enchiladas.
Oh my gosh.
Because it baffles me that they're like, we love this food. You can't make it though. Like, if we could show you, I would show you in a heartbeat how to make a proper enchilada, sopapilla.
Making me hungry.
I know, we're probably going to have to get Mexican food after this. My favorite, barbacoa. So we go to Chipotle, and I get their barbacoa each time. Doesn't compare to the real thing.
Definitely not.
Oh, my gosh. There was a barbacoa Mexican restaurant by my childhood house, and they would give you a whole pack of tortillas.
That's beautiful.
Barbacoa, lime, and chili, and we would finish them. That was our Sunday breakfast.
Every time I go to a taco truck, I get barbacoa tacos. They're
so fucking good.
Oh my gosh! So I grew up in a very white household, and like my parents, like my dad's specific favorite food is Mexican food.
It still makes me laugh whenever you bring it up.
And so I grew up with a lot of like white version of Mexican food.
Yeah.
Right? So like they would make tacos all the time, but it was the hard shell tacos that you got at the grocery store, ground beef in taco seasoning.
That's what my family does.
Which like
it's fine.
It's fine.
It's easy.
But like it's not authentic Mexican tacos.
No.
Like I remember one of the first times I went and I got tacos from a taco truck.
Oh.
My life forever changed. That shit is so, and like they wouldn't even put like veggies.
Yeah.
Like when my parents would make tacos, we wouldn't put like tomato and lettuce or onion.
Really?
Like none of the toppings. It would just be taco shell, ground beef,
cheese,
and shredded cheese.
Oh, at least you put cheese on my cheese.
It was either like the Mexican blend cheese from the grocery store or like sharp cheddar.
Yeah. Yeah, not bad. Not the best.
So, and like my dad would make fajitas all the time. And they were usually really good. Like I'll admit, my dad knows his way around the spice cabinet, which thank God. So the fajitas were always really good, but again, it would be on like the flour tortilla. I'm a corn tortilla girly.
Yeah.
I love a good corn tortilla.
I'm flour tortilla all the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mostly because I do know how to make them by hand. So like that's like
fair.
a flex you could have. And like,
see, these were like the white tortillas that they would get.
Did you make your own beans at least? Were they canned beans?
They were typically canned beans, but it's because my mom was usually the only one to eat them. Like I like refried beans. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, it was always out of a can, and it was the same thing with the rice. It wasn't like the rice in the bag where you have to wash it before you cook it. It was usually like the rice that came in the box. It was ready.
Oh no!
Super quickly.
Oh my gosh, honey, so, I need to bring you over for dinner.
Please
sometime.
do.
We have Mexican food because we're Mexican, so like we have it all the time.
And then my dad would also make like chimichangas. That's how he pronounces it. He would always make those too. But again, it was just like ground beef and taco seasoning, fried in the roll stuff, whatever.
We really got off topic this episode.
Oopsies. Because now I'm just hungry.
We're recording this in the morning, right, leading up to lunch.
Right before lunch. So please forgive us.
It's fine. If we made you hungry while listening, we apologize.
Listen, we got on the topic of immigration, and then we just started talking about how great immigrants' food is.
Exactly. Back to politics. Oh my gosh. So food aside, like I really it's a cultural shock to go from one culture to another, and to know that not all cultures are treated the same. Still hurts. You know what I mean? And that's why it's like. So when I hear people take so-and-so back, I think of like Germany, you know? So Germany, we all know what happened in World War II, but Germans nowadays are fucking amazing. Like when the war broke out in, what was it, in Iran? Or, no, somewhere else.
Somewhere.
I
don't know.
Anyways, there was a mass immigration, and all the countries were like, keep walking, we're not keeping you here. Germany came in, and they're like, no, you stay here. Like, we got you. And they're like, are you serious? And they're like, yeah, like, we're sorry you're displaced. We're here for you. And going back to double standards, the moment the Ukraine war came out, all the borders were open for everybody. They're like, come on in, your family. I'm like, so the people of darker skin tone don't get that same treatment? Okay. Okay. I see how it is.
Sounds about
right. So the amount of sympathy I have for, you know, if someone's like pro-immigration, I'm like, all the way? Question mark? All the way.
That's a good question. I say, speaking of wars, the whole Palestine
and Iran
and Israel. And like, everybody, I feel like, is so scared to sound like they're being anti-Semitic against Israel and Jewish people, that, like, that's what really ended up hurting the Palestinian people.
Yeah.
And, like, again, I feel like that comes back to a double standard. It's that Jewish people were horribly treated in World War II, but then Israel turns around and, like, does the same thing to Palestine.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. No, you don't get a free pass on this.
Right.
The Palestinian people still deserve
rights and freedoms
and to have their home.
Yeah.
And it's just, but everyone was so like,
but they've dealt with a lot.
Yeah. And I don't know. I feel like that within itself is a really touchy subject. But it's like people are like, oh, it's anti-Semitic to be pro-Palestine. And it's like, no, it's not. Like, I'm not saying that the Jews are awful. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like,
we treat people like humans with kindness. If you don't, you're a scumbag.
Right.
Like, I'm basic standards.
I'm not against I'm not against the Israeli people. You know, I'm not anti-Jewish. Holocaust was awful, but also mass genocide in Palestine, guys. Come on.
1 + 1 = 2, not 74. Like,
yeah.
Please, guys.
It drives me. The double standard.
Yeah.
When it comes to politics, honestly, drives me insane.
I think that's like the theme of politics across. It's just constant double standards.
And I think that's why I refuse to say I'm like, oh, I'm a Democrat or I'm a Republican. Like, I refuse to be on either side of that coin and identify as either of those, because it's like, just let humans be humans,
right?
Like, I don't understand why that's such a progressive thing, controversial thing to say. Is just let people exist as they are
peacefully.
You know, it's like, it shouldn't be anybody's decision on if a country deserves to be free or not, or if someone gets the right to vote or not. Like, the whole idea of politics as a whole is stupid.
But would you rather that or kingdoms back?
I don't know if we should have either.
But like, that's the thing too. It's like, it sucks. And it sucks that no one could agree on anything, you know. But I would rather have that than someone who raised a stupid kid become our king. No kings.
No kings. No, I don't. I think politics and like democracy and like socialism and whatever, a lot of it could work if done properly. But then you have these people that get to like the top of the chain and they're like corrupt and greedy, and it's like, we've lost the plot.
Yeah.
Guys. Like, I think we should all just go and not have any kind of like political structure. It's just humans existing. No one's necessarily in charge. We have the barter system, and we all just get to like float down the river, eating our little like fruits and veggies on our trays.
I love your ideal world.
And it just, everybody gets along.
Everyone gets along.
There's no war, nothing. Like, why do we make it so hard?
I think because politics and politicians in particular use it as a means to get more money.
Yep.
It is now a business. It is not a social contract.
Yeah.
You know.
I just had a conversation. It was a very short conversation with our business owner friend the other day about the idea of capitalism and how capitalism within itself is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like, capitalism, I think, can work great as a function. But then you have the billionaire capitalists at the top that control capitalism, and that's what makes it bad. Like, capitalism itself, I think, can be really good.
Yeah.
But it's the corrupt capitalists that make it bad.
Yeah. I like the idea, and I saw a post, like I said, where, because I think they make $200,000 people in the Senate, Congress, $200,000 a year. And they're like, what if we just chop that in half? There's your new money.
Yep.
It's $100,000. That's a livable wage.
Yep.
You're not like going crazy with it. And then on top of that, they're also like, what if you are not allowed to trade within the stock market if you are on a House seat? Because people within power, they're going to change the tides to their own political advantage and also their own financial advantage.
Yep.
So if you barter them from that access, saying you get no gains from doing one thing or another, you get nothing, I think we would get a lot of people out of politics.
Yep. Well, and just the whole concept, like, you see these billionaire CEOs and companies as well that are like sitting on this pile of money, but they're also being like, well, I can't pay my like lower class employees a livable wage, like a fast food chain CEO.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like a whole thing with the McDonald's CEO a couple years ago?
Yeah.
And it's like
they're like all across the border, every company is reaching record high profits, yet the smallest minimum wage workers still haven't had a pay raise in years.
But like, it drives me insane that like these billionaire CEOs are like, oh, I can't pay my employees a livable wage. And it's like, if you cut your salary even just a quarter,
you can.
Like, you don't even like, they don't even have to take that large of a cut to pay their workers a livable wage.
Yeah.
And the whole notion that like, if you're working like a job at McDonald's, that means you don't deserve to make a livable wage. It's like, go get a real job. It's like, then who the fuck's gonna make your burgers, Karen? I just
like, McDonald's was meant to be only a job for teenagers, but because of the job market, teenagers aren't the only ones who are working those jobs. Grown-ass adults need to work those jobs too.
Is at the end of the day, it's still a real job.
Yeah.
Like, you're still putting in labor.
You're still getting money by the end of the day.
It's like, at the end of the day, it is still a real job. Like, what constitutes a real job in these people's minds?
Yeah.
Like,
just white collar, I think.
But like, then I look at like us as educators, and it's like, we're literally in charge of the nation's youth.
Yep.
We are educating these children, and yet you and I still don't make a livable wage.
Nope. And they also say we're scumbags too.
Yep. And like, that was the thing, like, during COVID era, is that everyone was like, oh yes, teachers are amazing. They're doing, like, they're so important.
Yep.
But then you guys don't pay us.
Well, they turn around and they're like, you're teaching our kids to be gay. And I'm like, your kid was already gay.
You're making them trans. They're going to school and you're performing gender surgery on them. And it's like, what the fuck do I have time to do that?
Right? Oh my gosh. Okay. So speaking of which, I feel so. Let me just put in a lot of filler words. Eventually, I'll get to the topic. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. So I was talking with my coworker because he had the mentality of, if we even talk about it, we're indoctrinating it and we're forcing it on them. And I said, okay, well, let's talk about it. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, well, you have a history within gangs, right? And I'm like, what if I put a book in front of a student and I said, here, read this book. It's about different things. We'll talk about it. There's gangs involved. Does that mean I indoctrinate gang violence? He's like, no. And I'm like, but gangs are discussed in it. Does that mean I indoctrinate? No. We're just talking about it. We're just letting the topic be known.
Yep.
If you have questions, you have questions. It's a discussion. So, in the same mentality, if we had a gay kid within this vast book. Just a minor character. Are we indoctrinating it? He's just there. We could talk about it.
Yeah.
But he's just there. Like, and that got through to him. And he was like, I.C.E. Because I'm like, we're not shoving anything down. When I think of shoving something down someone's throat, I think of religious schools.
Yes.
When they sit down and like, okay, class, put your hands up. We're going to pray together. That's shoving it down.
You want to know what indoctrinating is? Making kids stand up at the beginning of every class to say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yep.
Like, they don't even understand what those words mean yet. But
yet
like,
they're pledging their allegiance
to a country they know nothing about.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
that is indoctrinating the children.
Yeah. So, yeah, with that perspective, like, and I understand both sides. But no, people who are progressive or liberal, we're not out to get you. Like, no. that is the biggest thing about the opposing
We're going to
side.
make you guys gay.
We're going to make you gay. We're coming after your guns. Like, they always sound like we're, like, Freddy Fazbear in the corner. Like, we're going to make you gay. You see that girl? She's gay. Like, we're not doing that. I don't know why they think we're doing that.
But then going back to the beginning of our last episode, you've got these people standing outside Planned Parenthood.
Yep.
Being like, you're disservicing God and all of that stuff. And it's like, who's out here doing the forcing?
Yep.
So.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Double standards.
You know what? I think these 2 episodes just need to be politics. Colon? I forget.
Semicolon?
The 2 dots?
Oh, no.
What are they called?
I should know
Asterisks?
this. Nope, that's the star.
That's the star.
Colon.
Oh, just We're fine, guys. We're fine.
It's fine. I only have a degree in English.
That's why I asked. Colon, double standards.
Perfect.
That's politics all across the board.
That's politics.
And it will never change. As long as we're alive, we'll never change.
No, unfortunately.
No. But moving on to a next part of subtopic of the main topic that we're talking about, the topic.
My brain hurts.
Good. I want to talk about how we're thinking going into eventually the next presidential race.
Girl, I don't even know if I want to truly think about it. Do we have any idea of
rumors?
Like rumors of who's running?
Like Kamala and AOC.
I don't know. Is Kamala going to run again? Do you think?
It sounds like it. It sounds like Kamala is running for the presidential seat. AOC will be her VP.
I could get behind that.
Yeah.
I like AOC. I want AOC to run.
Yeah.
I think she has plenty of stuff that I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I agree with that, but I think AOC could be a great president, but I also don't know if she would win.
See, and that's the thing too, that when I think about Hillary, I'm like, she was our best shot because, you know, racism and sexism.
Yeah.
She, white female. And I'm like, I could see the country getting behind our first white female.
Yeah.
Colored female, I'm like, you're really tipping the standards to where our puny minds can't.
I think, unfortunately, that's like what really worked against Kamala.
Yeah.
Against Trump is that not only was she a woman, but she was a black woman.
Yep. And I remember when that race was going on, I was chatting with a friend that I don't really chat with anymore. She was one of the high school friends who left right before my senior year. Anyways, I was talking to her now husband, and he basically described Kamala only got where she was because she spread her legs.
Why is that always like when you see a successful woman,
They always
Why
think
is it always
that.
the assumption that she slept her way to the top?
Exactly. And I'm like, what kind of misogynistic, sexist assholes are you?
Never mind, like, all the degrees under her belt.
No.
She slept her way to the top.
She slept her way to the top. It's just insane because I'm like, when I think of like, you know, a successful woman, never once does it cross my mind that they could have done that. I'm like, even if they did sleep with one person or another, that's their business.
Yep.
But like to claim that they slept with, oh, I slept with this senator and this senator and this senator, and now all of a sudden I'm VP. And I'm like, what the fuck? First off, are you saying that all these guys who are 9 times out of 10 are already married, just put their pants, and they're like, here we go.
Well,
we're not saying that. They're all scumbags.
Okay, but like also if it was that easy,
how many more women would we have in
Don't you
office?
think we would have already had a female president?
Women would rule the world at that point if it was that easy.
If all it took was to have sex with a couple of ugly old dudes.
You know how many young 20-year-olds are already doing that?
Don't you think? Don't you think things yes, if all it takes is to get to the top is to just sleep with a couple of guys. Right. I don't know if I could personally do it, but yeah, people would, and it would happen more often, and I think we would have had a female president by now.
I think so, too. They're like, oh, George Bush, you want to come over here? Oh there's Cindy over here. She's making her way through the top. I would root for Cindy at that point. We don't know who Cindy is at this point. I would root for Cindy. I'd be like, you sleep with him, girl. Get where you need to go.
Yes, girl. Get it.
Get it. Test yourself after.
Yes.
But get it.
But get it. Honestly, I support.
How's our conversations turn smutty eventually?
I mean, it's just the way it works.
It's just the way it works. It's fine.
It's fine.
Oh my gosh. And then I think about Greeley's own political conundrums.
Oh my god.
Like Cascadia.
Ew.
I know, I said an icky word. I'm sorry. Do you need hand sanitizer?
I do.
Need to clean yourself?
Oh. I will say, I think that was like one of the few things that we've all been able to agree on.
Yeah.
Because it was both sides, both the Democrats and the Republicans, that helped stop
the project.
That helped get it put to a vote. Because even like the people on the Republican side were like, hold on. Hold on. You guys are just deciding this without
all of us.
And it's like,
insane.
Remember I went to one of the town hall meetings for that. And like, it was...
We were just happened to be there.
Were you with me?
Yeah.
Because we went with our other friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were downstairs, but I was upstairs writing because I just happened to be there.
No, this is a different town hall meeting.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this happened at Zoe's.
Yeah, I didn't go to that one.
Yeah. I didn't think you were there. But we went to the town hall meeting, and it was this guy that was talking about Cascadia, promoting it, and they opened up the floor to questions. And I don't know how many people stood up, asked a question, and the guy was like, well, actually, I don't know the answer to that. And it's like, shouldn't you be the man with all the answers?
Yeah.
Like, at one point, one of the questions was asking, like, where's the water going to come from for this project? Because it was supposed to have a giant water park. And the guy was like, I don't really have to answer that. I'll have to ask my partner, and we'll have to get back to you on that. And it's like, you're the one. Of a
non-answer.
You're the one here presenting the conversation
and opening the floor to questions.
You're presenting the project. You should be the one that has all the answers. And I think like one of the shadiest parts about the whole Cascadia project is that they didn't have answers.
Yeah.
Like, people would be like, well, how exactly are we going to pay for this? Like, where is these billions of dollars coming from to pay for this project? And they'd be like, well, it's gonna come from anyways. And it's like, answer the question. And yeah, the fact that like it didn't get put to a vote, that Greeley was just gonna move forward with the project. I think it's great that like we came together
and voted
as a city to get it on the ballot, and ultimately we voted against it.
Yeah. I think about, like, how they tried to prevent the vote. Like, I remember getting a text, and it was like, if you have, poll runners go up to your door talking about Cascadia, they're lying to you. Like, it was a very, like, confrontational message. And I'm like, what the fuck? Yep. Like, if I got this and I didn't know what Cascadia was about, I would have been like, why are you telling me this over text? Like, that's an abuse of your authority.
Yep.
Why the hell? I know you have my number. Why are you using it for this?
Yeah. Well, and like the whole thing about Cascadia, too, it's like, it wasn't going to be the thing that Greeley was hoping it was going to be. It was just going to end up being this big-ass empty building that the Eagles played in from time to time. Because I remember at that meeting that I went to as well, that town hall meeting, they were like, oh, yeah, it's going to bring in CEOs to Greeley. And I'm like, no CEOs are coming to Greeley. I'm like, yeah, there's kind of stuff to do now, but there's no poll.
No.
Like, there's no poll for people to come to Greeley.
And so, like, in the water park is what makes me laugh, too, because I'm like, the Funplex is literally a few miles away from the location. Yep. I'm like, we already have a water park.
Yep.
Stadium, we have the UCCC. That's what they could use already. Like, we already have infrastructures they could use now.
See, and that's the other thing, too. And it's like, why are we putting all of this money towards a brand new building when we have the infrastructure that we can just repair, grow off of? Like the ice house.
Yeah.
It's like, put the money towards making the ice house better.
Yeah.
Rather than building a new rink. And like, another thing that made me mad in that town hall meeting is that the guy was like, Greeley is growing west. And it's like, there's so much here on this side of town, like the downtown area specifically. And like, I have this like really big appreciation for the community downtown and the local business owners, because they have been coming together to like make the downtown area
awesome,
amazing. And it's like
thriving,
and it's doing great, and it's bringing in revenue for the city. But then the city officials are so focused on making everything
west,
and it's like, no, see what's already working and help us make it better.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, too, is like, I also have like a dual perspective in this because I do live on the west side of town.
Yeah.
You know? And whenever, there's times I don't like to come downtown. Like, honestly, it's a drive.
Yeah.
So I get it. But there is nothing on the west side. Like, so I joined a gym on this side of Greeley, for example. And the next best gym that's big and has a lot of stuff is Workout West. Workout West is full of judgmental assholes.
Yeah.
Like, I did just a walking tour. I had nothing but eyes on me. And I'm like, I don't want to be stared at while I'm working out.
Yeah,
no. We have no other gyms. We have, like, gyms to, like, do group fitness with or one-on-one training, but no place to just work out.
Yeah.
So if anyone could build a gym where I could just work out and it's not Workout West, please do that, because I'm tired of this. And other than that, like, we have a few restaurants. Not really much else.
I've been in Greeley for almost 11 years now. I rarely go to the west side of town. Like, I've been.
You don't need to.
I've been to the library on that side of town a couple of times.
Yeah.
And like, I've been to the bowling alley over there, but there's generally
You have all that on the east side, though.
Nothing over there. I go to the big King Supers on that side of town sometimes because it's cool and it's massive.
Yeah.
But like, everything that I need is already on this side of town. The stuff, if you want to do something.
If you want community.
Yeah.
Come to this side of town.
Like, all the events that happen downtown are so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's always there's pretty much always something going on downtown.
Like this past weekend, time of this recording was like 3 weeks ago. But we had the golden ticket event at the Midnight Oil. That was so
much
fun. Like I felt like a little kid, like on an Easter egg hunt. I'm like, I have not felt like that in years. And I found 2 golden tickets.
Me too.
And I was so ecstatic. I was like, I feel like I'm a winner.
Yep.
And then I went home and I got 3D prints because that was what my golden ticket was $25 worth of 3D prints. Highly recommend this event to everybody in town.
Happens
it was
every
so
year.
Fun.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. One day.
Someday. We're gonna make it happen.
Right. And then it was also the big grand opening of the Nerd Toy Store.
Yep.
And that was cute too. I was like, look at Miranda. I made that little book nook.
Yep.
And I'm like, I highly recommend it. And then they had a drawing and I'm like, this is amazing. And because it was small bookstore day, like National
Independent
bookstore
day. Yeah.
And so we went to a book fair after. It was like event after event after event. And the book fair was...
It was all at local businesses.
It was all local businesses. It was at Wiley Roots that we went to.
Yep.
And we got to talk to different authors, and I got 2 books. Now I'm very broke. But it was so fun.
Yep. So much fun. And it's like, and I've been going to more of the Friday fests.
Yeah.
And like there's all kinds of like Go Cup events that happen downtown.
Yeah.
Like you and I, we briefly went to the St. Patrick's Day event. I unfortunately got sick, so I wasn't able to hang out for too long. But like there's always stuff like that going on where it's like live music, vendors, the local businesses, they partake and like do deals and stuff.
There was even the guy from the Climbing Collective who I still haven't talked to since.
You have a coupon.
I have a coupon from another event.
Exactly. So it's like
so many opportunities, so many ways to get some freebies. You know, if money's an issue, you could just exist.
Yep.
You know, that is okay too.
Yep.
And find some friends, find some hot topics, like it's a good time.
And so the solution to making Greeley better is not Cascadia.
No.
I think that can be the lesson.
Yeah.
For this episode is focus on what we already have, focus on what already works, rather than trying to force something new and expensive that's ultimately gonna fail, because the guy that was leading the project already has enough failed projects under his belt.
Ooh.
So this building was just going to end up
being
probably
big and
sitting
alone.
Empty.
Yeah.
And just a big waste of
money.
Our money.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, they kept saying, like, it's not going to be the taxpayer money. Yes, it was.
Yeah. They put up our own city buildings up for collateral.
Yep.
So, no. What the fuck? I need my fire station just in case something happens. Need my city buildings to get permits. Like, bro.
Maybe if we can get what's-his-face out of freaking office.
Girl, we tried.
I know.
We'll have to try again. We'll push harder. We could have her on a podcast episode.
Yeah, we could.
We'll talk about her later. We don't want to spoil names. And we don't know if she's running yet. Again.
Yeah.
So we'll wait until that election comes up again.
But
I think Greeley has a good future if we focus on what we have.
And if the community keeps banding together the way that it has been. Because, again, I've been in Greeley for about 11 years now. And in the first, the 8 years that I was living here, I didn't really feel like I had a spot.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really feel like there was a super strong community. And maybe I just wasn't going out and finding it yet. But I feel like just in the last 3-4 years alone, a lot has changed.
Yeah. I feel like I know downtown intimately.
Yep.
And I don't work downtown, which is telling that I know it as intimately as I do.
I mean, I do work downtown. But I feel like working where I work downtown has really also helped me build these relationships
Mm-hmm.
with everybody downtown. Like, I feel like most people, when they don't have work, they avoid going anywhere near their work.
Yeah.
My work is literally down the street from here. I see it every single time I come downtown. And I spend, like, more time downtown than I probably do at home.
Yeah.
If I'm not at work, I'm
You're downtown.
usually somewhere. You can find me down here. So.
Yeah. Well, I think that wraps up for episode 10.
Episode 10!
We did it!
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God.
This has been probably, like, the most fun
Yeah.
that I've had in a long time, is recording these episodes.
And there's something I genuinely look forward to each time, you know? Because I'm like, well, especially during testing and all that stuff, like, we were genuinely like, okay, Miranda, I gotta disconnect from you. I'm sorry. But the podcast forces us to get back together. And like, what's been going on, bestie?
And I'm genuinely having so much fun.
Yeah.
With the podcast. And, like, the fact that so many people are listening to it. And, like, I keep running into friends and they, like, will say just really, really nice things about our podcast. So I'm having fun.
Yeah, it has been the best. Keep listening. Tell us what you want to hear.
Yeah, we're gonna run out of topics, guys.
We could talk a lot about random shit all we want. Eventually, though, we forget. What to talk about.
So yeah, leave a comment or send us a message. You can DM us directly on Instagram. You can DM one of us directly. Or Spotify and YouTube both have comment sections. So if there's anything specific you guys want to hear from us,
and
let us know.
We shall try to get some more special guests.
Yes, we want another guest on very soon.
Yeah, I feel like I know who I want to ask next, and we're going to beg him.
Okay.
Beg him like beggars.
He's going to say no.
Okay, how about my backup plan? We're going to beg this girl like beggars.
Okay.
And she's going to love us, and she's going to say yes, and it's going to be one of our best episodes. Yeah.
I don't think I know who that one is that you're talking about.
We'll talk about it.
Okay. Thank you so much for listening, guys. You guys are amazing.
We
love
appreciate you.
Amazing. We'll see you
next
in the next
time.
one.
Bye.